Give you some question as homework from exercise 1D and exercise 1E. Uh, I found that many of you have not got book till now. So in that homework part, I have written only the question number. So once again, I have given that questions. I have written all the questions which was given as homework. So if you don't have book, please download that questions again. Same question it is. Please download that questions again, and then you can complete your homework. Okay. So don't be panic that you don't have book and the question numbers are given. Or once again, I have given all the written questions, so you can download and you can complete your work. Fine. Well, we completed exercise 1D in the last session, and exercise 1E I explained you 6 questions, and in that 6 question, and I explained you 10th question also, because I have given you as homework. In that I told you that 5th question once again I will explain you in the next session. So once again I'm telling you the 5th question how to solve. Fine. 5th question is, the sum of two integers is -11. I have written here, the sum of two integers is -11. If one of them is 5, then find other. So how you will do this? First, you will write the statement. Okay, I am explaining you this question. Sum of two integers is given -11. One integer was given as 5. Therefore, what will be the second integer? That means whatever was the resultant, from that we will subtract the first integer. When we will subtract -11 minus 5. So -11 minus 5 both are negative. That means your answer will come -16. So second integer will be -16. If you have done, you can do correction of your homework. If this is the solution, fine. If you have done directly also, that is also fine. Now 6 already I have done. Now come to 7th question. This question also I explained you. Either because already you have done profit and loss question, isn't it? So you can do by the method that you can take out the total cost price and total selling price, and you can compare between them. If selling price is greater than cost price, that means you will have gain. You will subtract cost price from selling price. Or else, if you want to do by the book method, that is integer, then what you will do, you will take selling price as positive and cost price is negative. Okay, first you will take out all the cost price. Question is, a shopkeeper bought a book for rupees 240 and a pencil box for rupees 46. So what you will do, first you will add this three and you will get the total cost price. So total cost price, you will take it as negative. He sold the pen for rupees 81, book for rupees 255 and the pencil box for rupees 40. What was his gain or loss? So then you will take out total selling price, and selling price you will take as positive. Okay, then you will subtract positive, and if the answer will come positive, that means you will have gain, because selling price we have taken at positive and cost price we have taken negative. If your answer will come negative, that means you will have loss. So please try to do this question by your own. I am doing 8th question. Okay. A man starts from his home and drives 169 kilometer to the east and then 192 kilometer to the west. How far is he from his home finally, and in which direction? If you have copied this, then I will do the 8th question. Again, I am reading the question. A man starts from his home and drives 169 kilometer to the east. If this is a point where his home is there, and in east direction is going 169 kilometer. Okay, and this will be west. Now, what is there? Now he is coming back to west direction. How much? 192 kilometer. That O is the point which is denoting here home. Okay, and from here in east direction he traveled 169 kilometer, and from here in west direction he traveled 192 kilometer. So let us take distance traveled in east direction as positive and in west direction as negative. Is this clear? First we will take the distance traveled in east direction as positive and distance traveled in west direction, because it's going in opposite direction, as negative. Then question is, how far is he from his home finally and in which direction? Means if your answer will come positive, fine, then it will be in east direction. He is traveling in east direction. If it will come negative, that means he is traveling in west direction. Let us do this question. The answer is coming in negative. So, is distance is negative? We travel distance in negative number? No. So, here this negative is showing that a person is in west direction. So, you will write here answer 23 kilometer in west direction. What I have done, similarly I told you to do the last question, that was 7th one. Means there you will take cost price as negative because money is going from your pocket, and selling price you will take as positive. And if your answer will come positive, that means you will have gain. If your answer will come negative, that means you will have loss. Now we take distance traveled in east direction as positive and in west direction as negative. That means how much distance he traveled in east direction? 169 kilometers. So this will be positive. And in west direction he traveled 192 kilometers. So minus 192 kilometer. So answer will come minus 23 kilometer. So answer will be 23 kilometer in west direction. Fine. So please do this question. You can copy it fast. And meanwhile, I am going to explain now 9th question. Okay, once again you can go through the this video and you can copy this question. Solution of this question number 8. Now let us come to 9th question. During a month, the average day temperature of a desert region was 43 degrees Celsius and the average night temperature was minus 6 degrees Celsius. Find the difference between the average day temperature and the average night temperature. Again I am reading. During a month, the average day temperature of a desert region was 43 degrees Celsius and the average night temperature was minus 6 degrees Celsius. Find the difference between the average day temperature and average night temperature. That means what you will do, you will subtract the average day temperature of the desert region, okay, average night temperature of the desert region from the average day temperature, okay, of the desert region, and you will get the answer. Let us do this question now, 9th one. Hope you all have done this 8th question. Come to 9th question. Average day temperature of desert region is equals to 43 degrees Celsius. Then it is given average night temperature of desert region is equals to minus 6 degrees Celsius. Then therefore difference between average day temperature and average night temperature is equals to, therefore difference between the average day temperature and average night temperature is equals to, we will subtract 43 minus 43 degrees Celsius minus minus 6 degrees Celsius. What will come? 43 degrees Celsius minus minus, it will be plus. Now 43 degrees Celsius plus 6 degrees Celsius, 49 degrees Celsius. So your answer will be 49 degrees Celsius. I think this is clear to you all. What I have done, first you will write, a statement can vary. If you are doing by your own, statement is not necessary what I am writing, that only you will write. You can write it by your own, and you have to write it by your own. Okay, then only it will be in your practice. Fine. Now, average day temperature of desert region, I have written 43 degrees Celsius. Average night temperature of desert region is minus 6 degrees Celsius. Now difference between their temperature, minus 43 degrees Celsius minus 6 degrees Celsius, minus plus, answer will come 49 degrees Celsius. Fine. Now 10th question I gave you as homework. Once again I am explaining you. Once again I am explaining you that question so that you can do it. Radhe bought 4 pairs of jeans at rupees 1256 each. Each means one cost is rupees 1256. So how much did he pay for the jeans in all? So you will multiply 4 into rupees 1256, you will get the answer. Simple question. Come to 11th question. If you are writing, you can write it fast. Matthew had no money to pay for his house rent. Matthew had no money to pay for his house rent of, means total house rent is given as 14,240 rupees. It is rupees 14,240 total house rent. His 5 friends decided to contribute equally to pay for the rent. How much will each friend pay? Each friend pay, that means here you have to do division. Fine. The total money is how much? Rupees 14,240. And how many of friends contributed? 5. So each will pay how much? We will divide rupees 14,240 divided by 5 and you will get the answer. Let us do this question now. Like this you will do, and you can make rough column here. Okay, so each friend will pay rupees 14,240 divided by 5, and when you will divide it, 5 2s are 10, 5 8s are 40, 5 4s are 20, and then 5 8s are 40. So your answer will come rupees 2848. So answer is equals to rupees 2848. So each will contribute rupees 2,848 rupees. Fine. First we will write total house rent. Again I am saying statements can vary. If you want to do by your own, just I am explaining you, you can do it by your own. Okay. And those who can't can copy it from here. Total house rent is given this much. total number of friends contributed 5. 5 friends contributed. So each friend will pay how much rupees? Rupees 14,240 divided by 5. So answer will come in rupees 2,848. I think this much is clear to you all. Now let us move to 12th question. Come to 12th question. A class of 36 students contributed rupees 540 each for the picnic. Means each student contributed 540 rupees and total number of students are there 36. 36 total students are there. Out of this, 7 students decided not to go. Okay, in 36 students, after paying 540 rupees, okay, when they all paid 540 rupees, now from that 36 students, 7 students decided that they will not go for picnics. Now they were returned the rupees 490 each. Means now while returning money, how much money was returned to each one of them? Rupees 490. So what amount was spent on the picnic? Okay, in this question I am just explaining to you. I am just make a equation, but you will solve it by your own. This I am not going to solve here. It's an easy question. What you will do? 36 students contributed 540 each. Means total contribution for picnic will be how much? 36 into 540 you will do. Okay, and you will get the total contribution. Now out of this 7 students decided not to go and to them it was returned 490 rupees each. Means one student will get rupees 490. So total returned money will be 7 into rupees 490. Okay, you will get that amount also. Total returned amount and total collection amount from the total number of students, 36 students. Now what amount was spent on the picnic? Means what was the previous amount you got? Total amount of 36 students, we will minus total returned amount and you will get the answer. Okay, let me make the equation. Total contribution by 36 students will be 36 into rupees 540. So whatever you will get, write the answer, that will come in rupees. I will not solve, you solve it by your own. Now total returned money, to how many students money is returned? 7 students. And how much? Rupees 490. So it will be 7 students is equal to 7 into rupees 490. You will get answer. Okay, total contribution by 36 students, 36 into rupees 540, multiply it and write the answer here. Now total returned money to 7 students, because each are getting rupees 490, the total money will be 7 into rupees 490 and find the answer. So now you have to find, therefore, amount spent on picnic will be how much? That will be whatever amount you will get here. That will be the 4 minus, and this will come definitely, this will come larger and this will come smaller. So we will subtract this from this. Okay, so you will get the answer. Please try to do it by your own. Multiply this and write the answer. You can use rough column or you can use a rough page for this. Okay, multiply it and write. It's better to make rough column and write the answer. Then make rough column. You will already make them rough column and then write the answer. Then whatever the value comes here, that will be the first number minus whatever the value will come second number. Subtract it, you will get the answer. Please do it by your own. So now we have completed exercise 1E. We have gone through all the questions. Now once again I will just do a quick revision whatever we studied, and then I will move further to chapter number 2. So we studied from the first chapter, we studied integers and what was the positive integers, what was the negative integers, and 0 was neither positive nor negative. That we studied. Then we did comparison of integers, isn't it? And then we did addition and subtraction of integers. In addition, we studied properties of addition of integers. In that properties, we studied closure property, we studied commutative property, associative property, existence of additive identity, and inverse with it in addition, isn't it? And the same properties we have not done for subtraction, isn't it? We have not done for subtraction. So for subtraction, these properties doesn't hold good. If you want to see, you can just find it out by your own. Just keep the values and see that for the negative, for the subtraction, it is true or not. Okay. Then we studied multiplication and division of integers. In multiplication, we studied how to multiply the sign. First we multiply when two integers are given and we have to multiply. So first we multiply numbers, okay, numerical values, then we multiply the signs, then we get the answer. So there we studied when two like signs are there, then your answer was coming positive, okay, plus sign was there. And one was positive and one was negative, then your answer was coming negative. Then same thing we have done for division as well. If numerator and denominator both were positive, then your answer was coming positive. If both were negative, then also your answer was coming positive because the like terms, like sign was there. And if one sign was positive and one was negative, your answer was coming negative. Then again we studied properties of multiplication of integers. In that we have studied the same properties which we studied for addition of integers. That was closure property, commutative property, associative property. But one more property was there. That was distribution over addition. Multiplication was distributive over addition. That was the one extra property we did there. Then existence of multiplicative identity and inverse we have done there also. Then for division, I told you to do it by your own. If you have done, then very good. If not, then please do it once again. Then only you will be able to understand what is the meaning of these properties. Then we studied there when any integer 0 is divided by any integer, then your answer comes 0. But if any integer is divided by 0, then it is undefined or we say meaningless. Okay, that we studied. And then we studied BODMAS rule. On board months we solved so many questions. Okay, 4 questions I did and 3 questions I gave you as homework, and then we have done this questions, that is statement 1 question. I think now your concept is clear. If still it's not, please, that's why I'm telling, make one practice copy with you all. Practice copy means one rough copy, means you have rough copy, I know, but make one rough copy for maths, one individual rough copy for maths. You have fair copy, in that you are doing classwork and homework, but make one practice copy in which you will do extra questions. Okay, which we are not doing, like we are leaving the that fill in the blanks question, MCQ questions, that which we are not doing. You can do revision, you can do practice of that question in that copy. And if you will have any problem, just you mark it there on in your book, and please, when the school will reopen, we will sort out all your problems. Okay, you can discuss it with your teachers, whoever will teach you, you can discuss with that teacher. Fine. So I think that classwork, homework and practice copy is clear to you all. Practice copy means rough copy only. Just I am saying to make one separate copy of maths. Okay, rough copy, that will be only called as a practice copy. So now let us move to the second chapter. We will not do more questions there, but still we will start. I will give you the concept of the second chapter. Second chapter is rational number. Okay, rational numbers. So I'm going to start rational numbers now. Okay, we will start rational number. This is chapter 2 on page number 22. Okay, so what is rational numbers? We have done natural number, whole number, integers. Now let us discuss about the rational numbers. What are rational numbers? So the number rational number is a number which is in the form of P by Q. You can write the number numbers which are in form of P by Q. Okay, P by Q, where P and Q are integers, means numerator is P here. Here, what is this? This is a numerator and Q is a denominator. P is numerator and Q is denominator, isn't it? P is numerator and Q is denominator. So a statement says where P and Q are integers. P numerator, Q denominator, both should be integers. And you know what is integer? That is positive numbers, negative numbers or 0. But one more condition is there. And Q should not equal to 0. Means here denominator should not equal to 0. P can be 0, means numerator can be 0. But denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, that will be called as a rational number. Once again I am telling you, the numbers in the form of P upon Q. The numbers in the form of P by Q, and I have written here to explain you, that is numerator and this is denominator. P is numerator and Q is denominator. Where P and Q are integers, means P, numerator and denominator should be any integer, and denominator, that is Q, should not be equal to 0. Why we are saying this? Because if it will be 0, that we have studied in division of integers, if denominator becomes 0, your answer comes meaningless. Okay, that is undefined. That's why. So example, we can give it as minus 5 upon 3. Is it a rational number? Yes, it is a rational number. Minus 5. Here, P is minus 5. That means P is minus 5 here and Q is 3. Means P is minus 5. Minus 5 is an integer. Yes, minus 5 is an integer. And Q, 3. 3 is a positive integer and minus 5 is a negative integer. So this is a rational number. See, denominator is not 0 here. Next example, we can take it as minus 3 upon minus 2. Minus 3 upon minus 2. That means numerator is also negative and denominator is also negative. Both are negative integers. Means, is it satisfying this statement? Yes, because P, numerator, is also an integer and denominator is also an integer. Only you can see Q should not equal to 0. Yes, Q is not equal to 0. It is minus 2. That means it is a rational number. Don't get confused in integers and rational number. Integers here is the numerator and denominator. So fraction when it is coming, then it is a rational number. So we can say all the fractions all are rational number. Okay, I think this much is clear. Means whenever any number is in the form of P upon Q, means in the fraction form, and both P and Q, but in fraction you have studied that both were always positive numbers, isn't it? So where P and Q are integers, means minus 5 and 3, means P and Q should be integer, positive value or negative value, and denominator should not be equal to 0, then we will say that this is a rational number. Once again, I am giving you the examples. First one I already explained you. Numbers in this forms will be called as a rational number. Second, I have written here, all natural numbers are rational number. Let us see how. Okay, according natural numbers are n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and it will be so on. So we can write it as, if we have to write, we can write 1 we can write it as 1 upon 1, isn't it? 1 can be written as 1 upon 1. 2 can be written as 2 upon 1, isn't it? 3 can be written as 3 upon 1. Like this you can write. Means all the natural numbers which are written 1, 2, 3, 4 means 1 to infinite, that can be written as denominator 1. And also you will get the same thing, no? 1. 2 divided by 1, you will get 2. Means we can write 2 as 2 upon 1. That means it is in the form of P upon Q, isn't it? P upon Q. Only, what is the thing? P and Q both are positive integers. All natural numbers are integers. That means we can say all the natural numbers are rational number. Okay? All the natural numbers are rational number. Once again I am explaining you. What is rational number? Rational number, P by Q form, the numbers which are written in P by Q form, where P and Q are integers. Okay? Integers. We are not talking about natural numbers only. Integers we are talking about. And denominator, that means Q should not equal to 0. So I have given you example, numbers 2 upon 3, that means 2 upon 3 means 2 is also positive integer and 3 is also positive integer. It is? Yes. So this will be a rational number. Minus 3 upon minus 2, both are negative integers, that means it is a rational number. 2 upon minus 5, 2 is positive and minus 5 is negative, means P, numerator is positive integer here and denominator is negative integer, means these all are rational numbers. Second concept I gave you, all the natural numbers are rational number. All natural numbers are rational number. How? Means natural numbers, you know, numbers start, all the counting numbers are called as natural number, or we say numbers starting from 1 to infinite, that will be called as a natural number. Means 1 we can write it as 1 upon 1. Means it is satisfying this. It is in the form of P by Q. Can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both are integers. Only what is the thing? Both are positive integers. Means all the natural numbers are rational numbers. Clear? Now, third point. Okay. Third point is every whole number is a rational number. Just I talked about every natural number, every natural number is a rational number. What about 0? When 0 will be there, that means 0 is included, that means it will become a whole number. Let us see. 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. W is equals to, isn't it? Fine. We can write 0 is equals to 0 upon 1, isn't it? That also your answer will come 0 only. Huh? 1 can be written as 1 by 1, 2 can be written as 2 by 1 and 3 can be written as 3 by 1. So, means every whole number is also a rational number because we can write it as denominator of 1. Now the next is every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Okay, let us talk about integer. Integer means what? -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the integers which are less than 4 and here greater than -4. So here we can write it as, we can write -3. -3 we can write it as -3 upon 1, isn't it? We can write -2 as -2 upon 1. And this already we discussed. 0 can be written as 0 by 1. 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Means it is satisfying. Why we are saying that it is a rational number? Because it is satisfying the definition of rational number. I just explained you any number in the form of P upon Q. If it is given -3, that means by your own you can put -3 upon 1. -3 means -3 upon 1. So that means it is satisfying P by Q. It is in the form of P by Q. That means, and Q is not equal to 0 and they are integers. P and Q both are integers. Numerator and denominator both are integers. That means it is a rational number. Means what you got each and every natural number is a rational number, whole number is a rational number, integer is a rational number. Is it clear? That means all integer, whatever we studied till now, natural, whole, integers, they all are rational number also. As we have done, all the natural numbers were whole number. Whole numbers we have studied, then integers we did, means all natural and whole numbers were contained in integers, isn't it? Now we are doing rational number. We will see all the natural, whole, integers are contained in this rational number. Now next, last one. Fifth one. Every fraction is a rational number. Denominator should not be equal to 0. So in next I am telling you, every fraction is a rational number. If a fraction is in the form of a upon b, okay, and I said denominator should not equal to 0. Why I am writing this always? Because if denominator will be 0, that means your answer will be meaningless or undefined. So this should be clear to you all, because in integers also we have done in division of integers. If we divide any integer by 0, your answer comes undefined. Clear? So denominator should not be equal to 0. Fraction is in the form of a upon b and denominator is what here? B, and b should not be equal to 0. Fine. So a upon b fraction, 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4, 5 upon 6. You can see that these all are the fractions, isn't it? These all are fractions we have done. 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4, 5 upon 6 means numerator and denominator both are positive. Both are positive, but they are satisfying our definition, that is a number in the form of P upon Q. It is in the form of P upon Q, isn't it? See, P is 1, Q is 2 and Q is not equal to 0. Means your definition is satisfied here. That means this is a rational number. Means every fraction is also a rational number. So till now what we did? We have done all the natural numbers were rational number, all the whole numbers were rational number, all the integers were rational number, and all the fraction were rational number. Till now, I think it is clear to you all. If not, in exercise, first question is there. Okay, first question. Such kind of question will not come in your exam because definition is not coming in exam. But please go through that, and once just read that question and try to solve it. Okay, try to write the answer in your practice copy and try to solve. One question is there in there. What are rational numbers? Give 4 example of each positive rationals and negative rationals. This I have not explained to you. Okay, what are rational numbers? Till that you can do. Fine. Please go through that. What is rational number? And then I am telling you what is positive rational number and what is negative rational number. The number in form of P upon Q is a rational number where Q should not equal to 0. Now here P upon Q, if numerator as well as denominator both are positive or both are negative, then they are called as a positive rational number. Positive rational number means if 2 upon 3 both are positive, numerator and denominator, that means this is a positive rational number. Minus 2 upon minus 3 both are negative, that means in numerator also negative, denominator also negative. We have done division of integers. Your answer will come positive, that means it is a positive rational number. Minus 3 upon minus 5 both are negative, that means numerator and denominator both are containing the same sign, that means answer will come positive, that means it is a positive rational number. Fine. If it comes minus 3 upon 5, one is negative, one is positive, numerator is negative and denominator is positive, that means it is not a positive rational number. Okay, because your answer will come negative. Now negative rational number. What is the negative rational number? If any of numerator or denominator is containing a negative sign, that means your answer will come negative. That means it is a negative rational number. Let us take example, minus 2 upon 3. Here your numerator is negative and denominator is positive. That means your answer will come negative. This means it is a negative rational number. Here the numerator was negative, on the other side 2 upon minus 3. Then denominator is negative. That means it is a negative rational number. Minus 3 upon 5, which I gave you here, that was not a positive, that was a negative rational number. So like this you can identify which are the positive rational numbers and which are the negative rational numbers. Means numerator as well as denominator, if both are positive, that means positive rational number. If any of the numerator or denominator is negative, that means it is a negative rational number. So it's more than enough for today's session. So now after doing the questions of exercise 1A till 1E, when you complete your all the questions, please go through exercise 2A. You can solve question number 2, 3 and 4. Please solve it by your own because already concepts I have given. So question number 2, 3 and 4 you can solve. And third one, you know, this is numerator and this is denominator. So second, third, fourth and fifth, please try to solve. Next session I will discuss these questions. Thank you so much for attending this session. God bless you all.